Wow. So, our theme this week is about weaving consciously weaving stronger bonds, something like that. And I'm contemplating the fact that I was going to begin and wanted to tie in each one of the principles of right relationship, I guess you could say, of ways of creating stronger bonds in relationship and family, community. And I was going to weave in the animals, weave each one of them in and share a description of the animals, and it just didn't come through. I felt myself stumbling a little. It just wasn't coming through. And yet, then I sit and I've all about the animals, all about the honoring the animals, and have had this interesting relationship with myself as far as the human being goes. Not to mention, you add in the male-female piece, and then you add in the indigenous and African and Cobra Gypsy piece, and versus the Caucasian piece, and it just snowballs from there. However, I have this thing with the animals, and then it took me to, and I was like, that didn't come through. I'm like, I wonder what that's all about. It's just maybe not time yet. Maybe it's just not ready to come through me yet. And I'm like, I'm okay with that. I'm been here before, and the patience. Let it culminate. Let it brew. The right moment, it's just gonna come flying through. And then I was thinking. Then my thoughts went to the native man who said, go up to the largest tree and stand about 3 feet from it, and for about 3 minutes, and just allow your aura and the tree's aura to connect. And then place your hand about 3 inches from the tree and stay there for a little while, and then touch the tree, and those first thoughts coming through, those are the purest. And then remove your hand from the tree, yet stay close to the tree and continue listening, and then back up and allow your auric field to gently move away. But it's that gentleness, that kindness, that asking the tree, may we connect? And then listening. And wow. Then being grateful, thanking the tree, for its messages, for what it chose to share with you, really about yourself, or that relationship. I'm going, And then you stop to think about the other animals. The non-human animals, that is. And how they are in that space of listening, communicating only when it's necessary, living in harmony, not trying to change or fix anything, necessarily. Maybe the beavers might build something. They're following a guidance. They're being the hands and the feet of Creator. Yet it's not necessarily in detriment of anything. There's volunteers to create the dams. That's enough, babe. Not here. Okay? Not here. My apologies. Let's fix that. There we go. Okay, let's keep going. So, then this moves me to, wow. When did us humans stop listening and working with nature and in harmony and following its guidance? And now I hear from so many, oh, well, I just don't connect with the animals. And I don't know, maybe that might have been true of some people's way back when. This I don't know. But everything we have learned about ourselves from the very, 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 very beginning, and my understanding, and definitely what feels true and right in my bones and my DNA, is we learn, to give a small example, we learned democracy from the antelope and the deer, or maybe the horse herds over here in the United States. Of course, we came from a different space, and no. This is not the space for that. This is not the space for that, Chief. Let's keep moving. You've gotten to dig in an appropriate space. That's enough for today, till we get to another appropriate space. Thank you. So, there's this, I don't know, it perplexes me. And I know I've been here many times on this little hamster wheel. We learned from observing the stars. We learned from observing nature. We learned from observing other creatures, other animals. We, like, I bet we learned agriculture from the non-human animals, watching squirrels plant seeds and then them becoming trees. Come on, keep it moving. No digging, not appropriate. We've gotten really disconnected from nature and the natural world. And now we're being called on a big, grand scale to reconnect with it. So, practicing those things is priceless. Priceless. And I am so grateful that there are so many, especially younger ones, that are really doing it intuitively, naturally. Come on. Thank you. So, I don't know where I'm going with this at this point. And I don't know why I needed to share that, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful that it is returning. It is bubbling up from the center of each one of us. And I know that they're... Oh, gotta go.